You're making grilled cheese tonight. The store with the really, really good cheese closes at 7. If it's 12.1 miles away and work ends at 5:45 but rush hour picks up around 6:15, when's the latest you can leave for cheese? Don't know? Not to worry. Waze knows. Take a look at the traffic forecast and plan your drive ahead of time. Waze. Download and drive today.
Today's capital projects call for the highest degree of visibility. That's why you need construction project management software from N8. Our cloud-based solutions integrate every aspect of your project. Learn more at n8.com. That's INEIGHT.com.
What's going on? What's going on? You are tuned into the daily, Cigars and Mac podcast. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Tabacalera 5-Star Edición Especial. One of my go-to cigars, and you can pick this cigar up at Paladin Cigars in Fort Worth, Texas. Again, go to Paladin or Google Paladin Cigars in Fort Worth, Texas, and they carry an unlimited supply of Tabacalera. This is a good smoke to just go to, and you'll really enjoy it. But today's podcast is brought to you on the go. If you hear any sounds in the back, please forgive me. But I wanted to podcast, like I told you, my goal is to do podcasting every day. And the title of today's podcast is A Man is Not an ATM Machine. That's right. A man is not an ATM machine. And what do I mean by that? A lot of women in this world, not just in America, but overseas, they look at a man as strictly a financial come up. Now, I do believe a man should be a provider, but at the same token, as a woman, you still need to have your own thing going. Still have your thing going until you get that good man that you so desire. But in so many ways, that's what society has told us all men are good for, is just giving you money. As children, we have our fathers in our lives, and we see daddy as an ATM, as the bank. But we're a child. We don't know any better. We don't know much better. But once you get to a certain age you start to appreciate men. At least you should anyway. Good men, I may say. So, growing up as kids, we looked at our fathers as, providers, protectors, things of that nature. And, we all grew up thinking that, dad was the bank for the most part. But especially as a man, you grow to appreciate men for the most part. At least I did. But a man is more than an ATM. Women, don't just look at men as the bank. And especially if you are in a monogamous relationship. Don't look at them as that. Because men can pick up on that. We pick up on things like that, For instance, if we are dating a young lady in our life, and the only time she call you is when she wants something to eat, or she wants you to take out to eat. I've even heard women say they don't give men money. They don't pay for dates. They make the man pay for everything. But then this same woman will say she's independent. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. She'll yell about how independent she is, and she has her own car, has her own house, her own bank account. And all that's good, But if you're going to talk that talk, walk that walk. Don't 1 minute say you're independent and you got your own thing, but then the same token you're talking about, a man got to pay for everything. You can't have a traditionalist mindset, but your actions reflect that of you can't have a modern day mindset, but then you have traditionalist values, as in where the man pays for everything and things of that nature. 40 or 50 years ago, yeah, that was the norm. Well, now, you gotta understand, with times come change. American culture is different. Now, I can't speak on any other culture, but American culture in particular is different in the fact that you have women who are the breadwinners and the husband stays at home. Yes, that's right. You have women that are the breadwinners and the men stay at home. I have no problem with that if that works for you and your household. I've even heard women, when a man loses a job, they go to bitching him on and then I'm about to get you a job. We need to get you a job. But when you lost your job, that very man was not pressuring you about getting back to work. I'm going to tell you the truth, as a man, some of my most productive thoughts, my most productive actions were there when I was not working a job. Why? Because I had so much time to think about what I wanted to do and execute. A lot of times when you work a job, there's so many distractions going on. It's so many, it's so chaotic. It's so much going on. You going to work, you go home, you got kids, you got football, you got sports, you got life going on. So you really don't have time to really think as a man. And so a lot of times when you're, not working, or you laid off, or you got fired or whatnot, you got time to really figure out what you want to do. That's why a lot of people in prison, some of them get out and be very successful because they had so much time to think about what they want to do. They had 3 or 4, 5, 6 plus years to really sit down and figure out what they wanted to do with their life because they had time on their hands. But back to the title of the podcast, A Man's Not an ATM. I've even heard of women who have their so-called tricks and sugar daddies. They're at a restaurant eating good, eating steak and lobster, and they don't have no money in their bank account, so they call their sugar daddy or their trick to come pick them up. I'm sorry, not pick them up. To cash app them some money. Hey, baby, I'm out here at Red Lobster right now. I need some money. How much you need? $100. All right. But this man won't hear from this woman for another 2 or 3 months. Yeah. Or that daughter that's in college. She getting a jam. She done spent up all her money, and then she called dad. Hey, dad, I need money. Dad say, what happened to the money I sent you every month? What happened to that money I sent you to have for spending money and this, that, and the third? Oh, I spent it up. Nah, you spent that money up on your friends and having a good time. Most college kids ain't thinking about saving no money. Especially if you go to a Division I school. You're concerned about having fun. You thinking daddy there for you when when you fuck up in life, and daddy can clean it up. But I just want something for you women to think about. A man is not just an ATM. Remember that. Remember that. I want to first and foremost thank everybody for tuning into my podcast. Please like, share, follow, and download the podcast so you have something to listen to while you're working out or on your way to work or you're laying down. That's what it's about, people. Constantly improving, self-improving yourself. And, I'm just gleaning and sharing the wisdom that I have with people. And, and sometimes it's good to hear, and I'm just giving you another perspective on things. But anyway, this is going to be a short podcast. Like I said, I'm in the vehicle. But I wanted to do this podcast. I wanted to give y'all something to think about, something to chew on, you know? Everybody enjoy your Saturday. And I'm out.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year, automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2020 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
I just got back from my Flexure treatment and I feel amazing. Flexure treatments are an elevated spa experience that gives you more youthful looking skin. Ready for your customized body boost? Talk to a doctor to see if Flexure treatments are right for you.